I just read this article and I want to talk about it. Hey folks, my name's Allie. Let's get started. So I'm always looking at diet things online and I'm clicking on links that are recommended to me by Google. So I keep clicking them, which I suppose is why Google keeps recommending them to me. Well, on my homepage, I saw this article by Business Insider called 8 Tricks for Doing the Keto Diet Without Driving Yourself Crazy. So in the beginning, they have, first of all, a picture with eggs on toast, which if you're representing the keto diet probably isn't the best picture to choose. I mean, yeah, there are keto breads out there, but whatever. Oh, I see. It does say goodbye to bread. Okay, I'll let it pass. So it kind of goes into like the intro about how keto is like this new fad diet, which I think it's becoming a fad. I mean, definitely more people are hearing about it. You know, more celebrities are getting into it. But I do think that it's a diet that's here to stay because it has helped so many people. All you really have to do is go online and look at keto before and after pictures. I mean, people post in the Reddit subreddit for keto all the time their before and after pictures. So, I mean, it's helping a lot of people. So I think it's going to stay for a while. So I don't think it's really that much of a fad. If you want to hear more about how I think keto is not a fad, go in the description and click on the link for the video about that. Then it says that it can help you with conditions like depression and PCOS. Depression, I'm not really sure about, but it did help alleviate my PCOS. And again, I have a video on that down below. And then it talks about the keto flu. Maybe it's just, it didn't interrupt my life that much, but keto flu to me is not that big of a deal. If anything, you just kind of feel like you might, or in my experience, I have either a headache or I just kind of feel a little out of it, or my legs will cramp. But that hasn't happened in a while, the leg cramping. So for me, I feel like keto flu, because it's called keto flu, gets really blown out of the water, but it's really easy to avoid, and it doesn't really happen except for your first few days in doing a ketogenic diet. Okay, so let's get on to the tips that they talk about. They say don't plan on eating 3 meals a day. Now, that's just going to depend on you. For me, I like eating. I like the act of eating. I like food. I like the way it tastes. So I'm a binge eater. I think that's my food issues. I like to binge on things. So I like to eat. And that's my issue with food. So I am not somebody that wants to fast all day and then have one big meal. I've tried it a few times in the past. It hasn't done anything at all for me. I've done it for months at a time and it doesn't do anything extra for me. So I say if you're going to start keto, start simple. Just switch out the food at first so that you're not driving yourself crazy, okay? Don't just think, oh, I'm not going to want to eat. You're going to want to eat, maybe not. Just eat when you're hungry. And if you don't go into intermittent fasting, in the first week, don't worry about it. Just, follow your schedule, do what's right for you. Now, going off this same point, we do say in the keto community that fat keeps you satiated or feeling fuller for longer. So that definitely might happen. Also, don't forget, if you are overweight and you're doing this for weight loss and you're keeping below a calorie deficit so that you're burning fat off your body, you're also in that fat burning mode. So you may not feel like you need to eat as much. I think in my first stages, if I remember correctly, a few years ago now, there were times when I could just fast all day. It's not that I was intentionally fasting. I just, I didn't think about food. But now that I've gotten closer, down to my goal and everything, I want to eat and I don't have as much fat to burn, I think. So it's just, I'm here and I want to eat food. So I'm not going to fast at all. And I think about food when I get hungry. And I do get hungrier now because I don't have that fat on me. So yeah, it's definitely going to change based on where you're starting at and where you are in the process. Number 2, always top off your plate with a drizzle of olive oil or avocado oil. Okay, I say this all the time, and you guys know I say this. Keto, or the ketogenic diet, being in a state of ketosis, is not about the amount of fat that you eat. It is about the amount of carbs that you eat. So the way to get into ketosis is to lower your carbs, very low, 20, 25 grams of carbs per day, maybe up to 30. Some people would go higher, and if it works, that's great. But I say if you're starting out, you want to know, that you're definitely in ketosis, stick to 20 to 25 grams of carbs, net carbs per day. You do not have to add oil. You do not have to eat fat bombs. You do not have to eat bacon all the time. You do not have to add exogenous ketones. That's not going to get you into ketosis. It's the carbs, because your body is automatically running on sugar. So if you reduce those carbs and all that sugar and starches, then it has to run on fat. So if you have the fat on you, you want it to burn the fat off of your body. So that's how you do keto weight loss. You don't need to add oils. If you want to cook with some oils, or if you want to, just eat oils because you like maybe an oily food like avocado or peanut butter or something like that, then eat that. But don't worry about adding it in when you don't really enjoy it or want to. Number 3, oh my, it says to cut your protein portions in half. Now, I'm just going to go out and say, I don't even think Americans on the standard American diet are meeting their protein goals day to day. I was surprised at how much protein I have to eat to meet just my goal for the size that I am now. That's just such a big misconception about keto, is that, I always tell people, keto is really, to be in ketosis, lower your carbs. Make sure you hit your protein goal, and then use fat. If you don't want to add all that fat in, if you want to burn the fat from your body, don't add all that fat in. And then people say, that's not keto, that's Atkins. But you have to meet that protein goal. Look at my hair loss videos. I'll post them down below. I have had nail issues. I've had hair loss. You definitely want to hit your protein goal. I'll link the keto calculator where you can go find out what your protein goal is. If you don't even want to do that, just remember it's 0.08 grams of protein per pound of lean body mass. Okay, you can calculate it that easily. Don't worry about cutting protein at all. If anything, make sure you're getting enough and even go over. It's not going to kill you to eat a few extra grams. You could probably eat 100 extra grams of protein and it will not affect your state of ketosis. People think that it turns into sugar in your blood if you overeat a little bit on protein. That's not going to happen. Okay, you need your protein. Please make sure you're getting it. Do not cut your protein portions in half. Okay, number 4 just says listen to your body. I agree with that. Everybody's experience on the keto diet is going to be different. So you can tailor it to your needs. If if you're just a person who doesn't know how to cook or doesn't like to cook a lot and you eat a lot of fast food, just switch out your fast food burger for a boneless burger. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that you need to eat grass-fed beef. Sure, it might be better, but we can't all, just adapt to that one way of doing keto. And that's what I love about keto, is it's so malleable. So yes, definitely listen to your body. If your legs are cramping, you might have some electrolyte issues. If you're having hair loss, look at your protein and your vitamins. Definitely see how you feel and then adapt to that. Don't try and go, like full keto on everything. If you don't really care about trace amounts of sugar in your food, don't worry about it. Just look at the overall carbs. You can do this however strict or however lenient that you want to, as long as you're in those parameters for weight loss of staying below on calories, say keeping your carbs low so that you run out of sugar to burn and then you start burning fat, and then hitting your protein. That's all you need to worry about, those 3 things. So yes, if you want to just lose weight according to the ketogenic diet, focus on those 3 things and then listen to your body and see what your own personal body and mental needs are. Number 5 says master a few go-to dishes and fat-rich sauces. On the dishes, I say yes. So, like I always eat meat and vegetables. So sometimes I just, one of my favorite dishes is just a chicken breast that's seasoned and broiled, and then like a side salad, a Caesar salad or a big spinach salad. So yeah, I definitely have my favorite go-to dishes when I'm just like, I don't know what I want to eat, this week, so I'll get that. Or my favorite like fun dish to make is like a Asian stir fry. I just use soy sauce and chicken and vegetables and fry it all up, and it's really good. My favorite Mexican meal to try is like just lettuce wrap taco salad. So definitely I think it's a good idea to have, a list of dishes that you can go to when you're not sure of what you want to eat. Again, with the fat-rich sauces, you can make those, but like I said, don't worry about aiming for the fat, especially if you're worried about weight loss. Number 6 says, know how many carbs are in your favorite veggies. Yes, this is important. So a lot of people don't think that something like broccoli will have lots of carbs, but even net carbs, broccoli is a higher carb vegetable. So for me, when I'm planning my meal for the week, when I go to the grocery store once a week, and I'm trying to figure out what I want, I plan, all my meals out. I eat the same thing for that 1 week. So if I'm thinking, well, maybe for my sweet treat, I'll have some dark chocolate. And depending on which one I get, it can be maybe 4 grams of carbs for 2 squares. So I might say, well, that's kind of a higher carb food. Maybe I'll get a very lower carb vegetable. So maybe I'll get something like spinach. So just remember, yeah, vegetables do have, even when you do net carbs, they do have a little bit higher carbs, and it's going to change. So just make sure you watch out for those and you track so that you know exactly what you're eating. Number 7 says, do what's best for your health. Again, yes, not just physical health, but mental health. If you feel like you're being too restrictive, maybe try and be more lenient. You know, if you're just saying, I can't have any sort of sugar in my food, any sort of starches, and you've cut out foods that you like sausages or dressings that you can just pick up from the store shelf and they're ready to go. If you're finding that that's too restrictive, maybe, yeah, widen out what you consider to be a keto diet. It can be very restrictive or very loosely based just on the 3 principles for weight loss, which are calories, carbs, and protein. So, and maybe keto's not even right for you. Maybe you just need to try a different diet or a different way of eating. So I'm not going to sit here and say that keto is right for everybody. I'm not going to sit here and say that high-fat keto is right for everybody or that higher protein keto is right for everybody. So it's just going to be up to your needs, your mental and body needs. And then number 8 says know the risks. I have heard about you can have kidney stones issues, and you know, I'm not sure. People ask me if they can do it while they're pregnant. I'm not a doctor, you guys. That is a question for your doctor. So definitely consult a doctor before you start any weight loss program. And yeah, just make sure you are not going to endanger yourself by trying a new diet. So all in all, this article, I feel like, you know, it's come out because keto is trendy, right? It'll get clicks, like I clicked on it, and probably you, because I'm going to link it down below if you want to read it for your own. So I feel like articles like these, I wonder if the person who wrote them has done keto. I wonder how much weight they've lost doing keto, or if they're trying to lose weight on keto, because there are those that don't want to lose weight that try keto. I keep hearing about Silicon Valley and how people in Silicon Valley are using it for mental clarity, which is great, but I'm just, you know, that's not the reason I did it. So my advice might be different than somebody who wrote an article like this. Maybe this person isn't interested in weight loss. Maybe they're only interested in the mental clarity. So it's just going to be different. So maybe they will focus on a little bit higher fat because they don't need to lose that fat from their body. So just analyze everything that you read, you know, analyze it for yourself. Make sure that whatever you're doing for your way of eating, if you go keto or not, just make sure that it fits your lifestyle and your mental and bodily needs. Well, folks, that's about it for today. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. That would be nice to my channel. And if you want to find me on Instagram, my name is keto_Allie. I like to post what I'm eating and what's going on in my life. Also, I have a blog. It's alliemcwowie.com, and you can find me on Facebook as well. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. My name's Allie. Have a good one. Bye.